All right, so I want to see Cane of Samaria just because I almost never see it. So I think it'd be super interesting. And with all the red going on in the hash at the top there, I think it's pretty likely.
All right. And we are starting off. Looks like we have Uncle's Curse for this seed.
Uncle's not very confident.
Best seed ever.
No.
Not close.
So they can actually use that and escape. If they get like bombs or something and not comfortable using bombs, they can just like powder the guards. And they turn into those little yellow trash bag enemies and just easily place the bomb there.
Nice. I was completely unaware of that, but you know what? I'm going to use it now.
Well, I think you can. I guess we'll find out. Well, we might not find out, actually.
The powder's still best item in the game, so we're good.
Well, it is
okay, so we've got the other Cane of Brian strats here today.
That's fine, too. I think this weapon's hilarious. I actually really like to use it for this. Oh, well, okay then, fine. Sure, we'll just grab the bow here in the other chest.
Well, I guess that works, too. The only difference is right now we don't have any ammunition.
Yeah, whenever you get a weapon from Uncle, he does give you the resources needed in order to actually, use it. But if you find a bow like that, you are not filled up with arrows. So hopefully they can actually get a couple of arrow drops. I'm sure they'll be fine with this cane alone. And they're probably more interested in bombs than they are arrows right now anyway. I know some people are really concerned about their magic when they use the Cane of Berna. It's not that bad considering once you get past the throne room, there's 5 small magic pots, and that's more than enough to farm the snakes or some of the rats, depending on what room you're in, and still have enough. Ooh, now I had to use a couple extra activations of the cane there. That's actually the most magic it uses is right at the start. It uses a hefty chunk.
Yeah, so one of the things you learn when you practice the Cane of Brian strats is that the cane actually ends up using or knocking all of your enemies upward. And so the trick is to make sure that you are kind of forcing them into a wall above you.
Oh no, Nalle is not going to have enough magic to finish up here. He's going to have to take a death to refill their magic in order to get another shot into this. I think they're just canceling it too quickly. It's not getting the extra hits that it needs in. I believe it only does like fighter sword class damage,
right?
So it's very low. So you do need both 2 hits on the guards and I think 3 hits on the blue guards.
Yeah, so really with the blue cane, you want to leave it activated until whatever you're fighting is dead. That will definitely pay off as opposed to just activating it and trying to get 1 hit in at a time. That's going to use way more magic.
Yeah, that extra activation cost right at the start is why people sometimes mistakenly think the cape is just flat out better. It's because the cape doesn't have that big startup cost that this does, but it actually uses less magic over time than the cape does.
Yeah, I think
starting stopping it, it's not going to work out.
I think the official numbers on that is that the blue cane takes 16 to activate, and then drains like 1 per tick, whereas the cape takes has no real activation cost, but drains 4 per tick.
I see. So I'm sure we could calculate like the time where one is better over the other. But just know that over longer time periods that the Cane of Berna definitely wins it on magic. And it is the reason that you can complete all of Spike Cave without half magic with the Cane of Berna while walking. You don't need the boots or anything. The cape can't do that without the bottle of magic or having half magic. Alright, we're getting to the dark part of escape here. Don't have any bombs yet. We'll see if PhaseBro decides to pick up any of the extra magic pots here if they want to maybe take out a couple rats or snakes to look for bombs, and they're skipping the first 2 magic pots already.
Yeah, I think PhaseBro is just really not going to bother with farming here. Oh, you can definitely recatch bees. We don't have the bug net for that, though, so...
Yeah, they do have that bee. I guess if they run out of magic, they can definitely just use the bee to take out the extra rat at the end if they want. But I didn't see if that was a gold bee or not. They may want to save that and sell it in town if they can.
Who knows?
Oh, PhaseBro just barely squeezing out that last bit of magic to get that rat.
So PhaseBro successfully takes down the final boss of Escape, and will now be headed for the Sanctuary. Now, we do not have a bomb, so we will not be able to access the left side.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to remember to come back here once you, well, whenever it's convenient, I guess. These 3, you will continue to have the lamp cone in Escape, even though we don't have the lamp. So it is possible to come back and get these items at any point. And PhaseBro finding out that you actually do not get healed here at the start until you actually exit it once.
Yeah. In the original game, you just get healed by opening the chest, because that's got the Sing card in it. Now, Nalle did manage to get a couple of hits off here. Ooh, that's going to be cutting it close for the rat. I think there's another magic pot somewhere down here.
Yes, there are 2 in the dark room right before the rat. Oh, but look at all these rats up here. I love this.
Oh, well, there's bombs.
Oh, PhaseBro gets a full magic decanter. Don't know what I was trying to say there, but I think decanter is actually the right word.
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
All right, Nalle does know their emergency magic, so they will be able to get the bomb chest in the back here and still be able to clear it.
All right, so we can see if the bombs turned out to be important or not as Nalle heads to the back. But yeah, a lot of people don't know there are a metric butt ton of rats there in that room.
Yeah, they all like to hang out at the top right corner there fairly quickly after entering the room.
Looks like the back of Escape there was just kind of a bust, but
Yeah.
50 rupees isn't the worst thing.
Yeah, it's really nice to have right before coming to town for the first time, but it's definitely not gonna make or break the race.
I mean, you did get 10 arrows for that bow you picked up. There you go.
Alright, into Kakariko Village we go. There's gonna be at least 14 item locations here we'll be able to check. If we find the hammer, we can check that powder out. PhaseBro did check the Lumberjack Cave, right? I totally missed what it was. I bet someone in chat knows, unless you know.
Well, we did just find the lamp in Blind's hut.
Oh, the tier 2 tree pole was bombs. Very nice.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that one.
Sorry, I didn't mention that. I saw it, I just didn't mention it.
Ah, that's alright.
And the magic comes from the crab. Lumberjack turns out to be basically worthless.
They can go to Aghanim for that 20 rupees if they want, though I don't think I would recommend it.
Oh wait, was that a... Okay, yeah. Never mind. So the lamp, which PhaseBro found in the cave, gets us one of the 3 pieces to Aghanim access.
Yes, it does.
There's the flute.
Flute and lamp already. You can go.
And sword.
That's pretty nice. I think
That
the
is
old
another
man.
one of the four horse. That is another one of the four horsemen of the Ag Apocalypse, though. So,
there's
and
another
there's
one.
the other one. Okay, Aghanim Access is now alive.
Wow. Just like that. Yeah, we can go check out the old man on Death Mountain Cave if we want to. That's in logic. We can clear all of Eastern Palace. I don't think we've seen a map check quite yet, so we're not sure if it'd be a pendant or crystal. But it may be very tempting. Also, I did notice that was a gold bee they found, so if they wanted an extra 100 rupees, they could totally sell that to the bottle vendor.
Yep. 300 rupees never hurt nobody. Yeah, both players actually have the lamp. PhaseBro picked it up. They're in Blind Sut, and Nalle just picked it up.
Oh my god, that was the fastest map check. Okay, that was a mistake. Huh. Ooh, both red crystals in the light world at Desert Palace and Tower of Hera.
And then Eastern was the red pendant, to throw that out there. So, red for days.
Yeah, they could go clear Eastern Palace, but with it being a pendant, I think they might shy away from that for a little bit longer.
Ah, I missed the blue mail when it was first picked up in the well, so both runners have the blue mail now.
Yeah, if they do decide to go to Aghanim, with only 4 maximum hearts, that that blue mail's gonna actually pay off pretty nicely, I think.
PhaseBro is going to check the race game before heading in, and that turns out to be a good decision. So, in a move that surprises no one, we're going to check the South Shore first. Because nobody wants to go directly to Aghanim given this particular set of access. There's still so much you can check.
Yeah, I think it would be a pretty brave play to go check the one item you can do right there, which is the just the pyramid.
Yeah, I would at least want the Moon Pearl before I made that gamble.
Oh yeah, totally. And with only 4 maximum hearts, I can't imagine that they will skip this heart here in the waterway. I do like how we found both one of the 2 green rupees, the single rupees, and the single arrow already. I don't think we're going to have enough money to go straight to Zora after this. Not that they would really want to without finding that Moon Pearl to give them incentive to do fake flippers. Nice 5 items here in Mini Moldorm Cave. This is the reason you come down here, so what do we got?
There's that Moon Pearl we were talking about.
There we go. And with only 100 away from Zora, do you go check out? You don't do fake flippers now, do you? You wait till you get just a little more money, I think.
Well, I think you flute to Ice Rod Cave, check it, maybe go to Saha's Rala's hut. Well, no, I think I'd go to Death Mountain, rescue the old man.
Yeah, I think that would be a fairly nice idea to do after this. I'd try to shy away from the Eastern Palace area, I think, in this situation. Just because it is a pendant. I know that's hard to say, but they'll probably go check out Death Mountain before doing all that. Oh my gosh!
Wow, Tempered Sword. And you know, if you get the if you get Aga access and you get the mirror, you could sort of combine Pod and Eastern into one fell swoop. So, who knows?
Looks like PhaseBro is going over to Eastern Palace. I'm not sure if they'll actually go into Eastern Palace, but the 3 items sitting over here in Sahasrala's hut are pretty quick to check.
Yeah, if you get something that really alters your plan inside Sahasrala's hut, that might work. But The fact that you have the bow also kind of pulls you in this direction a little bit, so who knows. So we got tons of money, we got more money, and more money.
Increasing values of money.
PhaseBro will go over to Eastern, it looks like. Nalle's gonna walk on over to Ice Rod Cave.
I'd much rather take the airplane in this situation.
It's not like the world's biggest time save. You still got that menu you gotta navigate and everything, but it is definitely a time save. Alright, first chest in Eastern, just the compass, so nothing to write home about just yet.
I hope that PhaseBro's game is actually running at a consistent frame rate. I'm pretty sure that the lag we might be seeing is due to connection issues. I'm sure his game's actually running fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Nalle is doing the fake flippers. Is still missing the 50 rupees to check out Zora himself. Maybe we can get that. Whoa, what the heck? That was weird. And I told him this was in that chest.
What is going on?
Yeah, reset the screen. I don't know what's going on there. That's kind of weird. What the heck? That shouldn't be happening, right?
I mean, I've never seen anyone try to do the fake flipper while facing left on the right. So that could be it, but what?
It shouldn't be hopping him off like that. I haven't seen that one. Okay, well, we got it regardless, so let's go. Whatever. It might have just been a weird thing about facing, or I don't know.
I mean, I missed two things in Eastern while that was happening, so...
I missed the chest that you can hook. Oh, got it, and it gets shot.
Oh! That is just painful. I feel like I'd want to rescue the old man at this point. If nothing else, just it gets me the save and quit point. And it might let me avoid going to Eastern for now.
Well, shoot, that kind of stinks. So yeah, kind of one of the dangers of fake flippering is that if you get shot, you are dead. In the normal game, if you'd get damaged while you're doing fake flippers, it would, since you don't have flippers, the game doesn't really know where to put you, and you just kind of soft lock. The screen kind of goes scrolling a lot, and there's not really much you can do. The Randomizer devs have made it slightly more, I guess, less deadly. It just flat out kills you, because that's less deadly. Yeah, and it seems like Armos Ice do have an item here, so PhaseBro is going all the way to Ice Armos. We'll be getting the red pendant. Nalle might be doing the same.
Alright, so PhaseBro going for the Armos Knights. I'm assuming if we were counting that there was an item there.
Yes, Armos does indeed have an item. I think they might have been hoping for probably mirror or hook shot before heading up the Death Mountain. We'll see if... Oh, nice shot right between the two Igors.
Splitting the uprights. Somebody call the NFL, we need a kicker. He's got exactly 18 arrows.
Don't miss. We're gonna have to see some tempered sword strats. Oh well.
Whoop.
That's fine. I missed the chest from Nalle as well. I think it must have been the map or something.
Yeah, it looked like compass or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't compass. So we had compass in the first chest.
Yeah, PhaseBro definitely had the map, so that was probably it. Alright, Armless Knights. Eventually we will get to your item.
It's a shield.
Ah, dang, dude. Well, there is something on Death Mountain or Agnes Cave, I think.
We all know Agena Cave is part of desert, right?
It's pretty part of desert down there, I think.
I mean, it's not actually part of desert, but a lot of people want to put that off until they have access to desert so they can combine it with other things.
Yeah, I feel like I would go check into the situation just because I have the flute for one, and then if it's the mirror hookshot, I don't have to make another trip up the Death Mountain.
True. And I'm not
know.
Yeah. Some people have been burned by that cave before.
Yeah, for all we know, book can be here, and it would be the same the other way. But yeah, it kind of stinks that Eastern Palace had heckin' nothing. All three items were not so good, and it's a pendant dungeon, so you don't even get that out of it. I think the bow really lured them here, and
I think there's actually not guaranteed to be progression at any of those spots, because like we said, we do have access to Aghanim.
Oh, right, we do. Yeah, we have the pro. Okay, that's probably more likely, honestly.
And with the Moon Pearl and the bow, like, Palace of Darkness is just kind of screaming out, hey, I got stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. I like your idea better. But I think PhaseBro is trying to just exhaust every last place that they can go, and they actually might go back into escape, huh? Because they didn't get those bomb chests at the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe after this, they're gonna go check the 3 chests in the back of escape, and they might just death warp back to the front. Alright, now they're going to be heading into Armless Knights here soon. We'll have plenty of arrows.
Now, if you're this desperate to skip Aga, I might just go whole hog and also do the fake flipper.
Go get revenge on the fake flipper.
Yeah, I think PhaseBro never actually did the fake flipper, right?
Right. But here it comes. Squirtle, for some reason, needing flippers in order to still win.
Turns out the Squirtle, or the flippers are actually HM3, I think it is.
Did they find that item? I must have been one of the chests I missed.
No.
Well, now that Nalle has a shield, they can block the shot from this guard here that tries to snipe you on the bridge. Because, while you don't see your shield while you're swimming, it definitely still activates if that guard decides to shoot you.
Alright, just a big heart from the hobo.
And gets a quick reverse fake flippers there from the hobo too. I've seen some people struggle with that one. It's not all that hard, or it's not all that difficult as long as you know what to do, which is, I guess, true of most tricks in most games, huh? It's not hard if you know what to do.
Yeah, that is generally the case.
Alright, PhaseBro really gonna hope for something that makes them skip Aghanim, but that's gonna be hard because it's gonna have to be 2 items because we don't have any glove right now.
Well, there's 2 items right here in
Here we
Waterfall
go.
Cave, so
Both gloves
maybe
right here.
it's gotta be going for it. Here we go. Nope, and nope.
Oh man.
Looks like the Aga play is probably required at this point. Like, if we got Book, that could delay it.
Oh sure.
If we
We
got
could go-
Mirror, that could delay it. We got Ice Rod, that's not going to delay it. But we know where it is.
So our Dark World check. We got the green pendant at Thieves Town and the blue pendant at Skull Woods.
I do not like seeing pendants at Thieves Town and Skullwoods. That is not my favorite thing to see.
Yeah, those
Because those are
pretty...
a couple of dungeons that you really like to clear out.
Oh, definitely, for sure. But, yeah, well, them's the breaks, I guess.
And Zora just has the big 20, so that is gonna straight up do it.
Now it's gonna come down here and check out the, Oh, they're gonna buy bombs. That's nice, too. But I figured they would hop off and check the island item if they don't already know what it is. Nope, guess not.
He's still doing desert checks. He's got to do the Agina's Cave. And then, I imagine the Aghanim play will be live. PhaseBro just not going to the back of Escape. Just, nope.
You get a bomb so often in Escape that if you don't get a bomb, it's really easy to
Wait,
forget. Oh, he remembered.
So at this rate, we may see our 2 runners enter Aghanim's Tower at roughly the same time.
He's got to be thinking, oh no, this whole time I missed whatever it is back here. Oh no. But it's not anything.
Oh, is this Revenge of Fake Flippers?
It is round 2. Here we go. Oh, I think they pressed left a little too quickly there. This again. Oh no, they got hit by the little octo guy and it messed up their taking damage from the bombs. There you go. Just hold up and then hold left. There's no need to swing your sword at all, I think, when you're going that way. It is a little easier to position if you swing your sword, you know, to stop yourself.
Alright, so PhaseBro taking care of the back of Escape. Gonna do a save and quit, and then head for Aga Tower. So luckily for both of our runners, both of them decided to delay Aghanim for as long as possible.
Yep, here we go. At least they have Tempered Sword. That's fine, I guess. PhaseBro doesn't have any... Oh, he did get a 10 arrow. Never mind, he does have arrows. Yeah, woohoo. Aghanim's Tower, here we go.
Alright, so this is a roughly 6-minute traversal, depending on whether you have boots or whatever you're doing. I actually don't know how long it takes.
It's probably 3 or 4.
Oh, maybe it's just 6 minutes for me because I'm bad.
It always feels like 6 minutes, I tell you.
But at least both of our runners know where the ice rod is. That has to be the best feeling.
Oh yeah, when that Turtle Rock is a crystal, you're always thinking, oh geez, is it gonna be the Ice Rod again? That's gonna be on the pedestal or something. I don't know. If I saw the Ice Rod on the pedestal, I think that'd be fine. As long as I could read it.
This is why when I get an early book, I'm basically always booking it for the pedestal. So if I
Booking it.
But yeah, if I find out the early pedestal, that's a big piece of information that really gives you a leg up.
Oh yeah, knowing just early that that thing is there. You're not looking for it anywhere. You can go mode things that you wouldn't because you would still be looking for said item.
And Nalle is now going to join PhaseBro on the Aghanim's Tower ascent.
That red guard. He's pretty good at blocking those attacks without even looking at you.
Yep, that good old trident gets put to good use there.
I don't know what it is about red guards, but I have so many issues with them. I think they just move faster. And they have some sort of faster reaction, maybe. Probably not that.
I think it's because they're from Hammerfell.
Is that it?
Anyway, sorry. So
I tell you, I don't understand your joke, but I'll still laugh at it.
I think it's an Elder Scrolls reference.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I'm probably wrong. I'm just guessing. So how many blue balls are we going to have today?
Yeah, speaking of guessing, we got a 0 to 15 here. I'm getting 2 good shots. Winning the first 50-50. Wow. 4 hits in already, 0 blue balls.
All right, so flipping the coins, all coming up heads so far. Oh, we flipped our first tails.
Gonna have a maximum of 3.
There we go, 2 blue balls, which is
Pretty okay in my book.
a little below average, actually.
Yeah, it is. I would be happy with 2 for sure. All right, into Dark
Basically,
World we go.
2 mega cycle.
Yeah.
Ooh, hook shot on the pyramid.
Wow. So here's a good question: do you go to Pod right now, or I almost feel like just go to Death Mountain right now?
Yeah, that is a possibility. But if you find like glove or flippers or hammer here, you could actually go to the west side of Dark World.
Speaking of, PhaseBro's not gonna be able to go this way because he doesn't have any of those things.
Yep.
Looks like he is gonna head over into Pod here. Not gonna be able to complete it. Does know it's a crystal, so we might have to come back here if the hammer isn't here.
But with the actual with the bow, you can access everything but Helmasaur.
Yes, they will be able to get at least 4 of the 5 items here, depending on if Helmasaur has one or not. But without the mirror, the routing might be a little weird because they're not going to be able to hammer the pegs off of the right side after the bow spots. They might have to either death warp or walk back from there.
So I think if you're going for likelihood of containing an item you want, I think Death Mountain is probably the play. And then if not, you can always just come back and take the portal from the front of Hyrule Castle and be basically no worse off than you were.
Yeah, that portal opening up is actually super convenient in this situation, I think, because since we're still both items off of taking any other portal, this one's going to be super convenient. I think going into pod and then having to backtrack back to pod is a little too scary for me. I would rather risk a double dip up the right side of Death Mountain than double dip pod, I think. But as you said earlier with the bow, it's very, very enticing to come here and do it right now.
So there's that hook shot for Nalle. We'll see where they decide to go. 5, 6 are both Desert and Hera. They're the Light World dungeons that we haven't completed.
Alright, Nalle is also going straight into pod here.
Yeah, so both runners taking relatively similar routes. Basically, the difference between Nalle and PhaseBro here is Nalle took a fake flipper death.
Yeah, and there was that that run out of magic and escape as well. That probably contributed a little bit to it, but other than that, I think they would actually be pretty even. PhaseBro's actually kind of low on bombs, actually. I don't think it'll really be an issue here. There's a lot of bombs underneath pots in pod.
Yeah, I think there's 2 in this room, and there's also a bunch of arrows if you want them.
Oh no, Nalle loses Kiki, but Kiki seems to have gotten stuck on a block there. Okay. Does Kiki still reappear?
Yes,
Oh.
looks like it.
Oh, thank goodness. Is Kiki still over here?
No.
Oh, dang.
Once you leave the screen, I think the sprite despawns.
I wanted to see double monkeys.
Thank goodness for on-screen garbage collection.
It's like
Or off-screen garbage collection.
PhaseBro's opting to take the walk out of the right side of pod here, the bottom basement side, the bow side, whatever you want to call it. You can death warp on the spice because I always do a full hard damage, but it's hard either way, I think. Just walking out, it's fine too. Yeah, without the hammer or the mirror, we can't really get back easily from where they were. So here, now we're actually in the pod.
Alright, another small key.
With debating coming back here. I think with 2 keys. Oh, they weren't interested in checking the vanilla big key chest up there. Ooh.
They probably should now, because I believe they found 4 small keys around here, so that could have something.
I'm just surprised they didn't check it before, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't guaranteed to be a key. I don't think you have enough information to deduce if that was guaranteed a key or not. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I guess we'll find out.
And I think it's not guaranteed to be a key right now, either.
Oh, I was wondering if we were going to see a hammer jump there, but oh no, gets knocked off by the mini Helma. Does this see linear? Well, it's hard to say. Whenever you're funneled in Aghanim's tower, everything seems to converge at that point, and then it like resets and spreads out again, the runners do. So it's really hard to say at this point whether it's like quote linear or not.
It looks like Nalle is going to try to take that death warp off the spike. And there's a glove in Palace of Darkness.
Good old pod.
So that will give us access to the west side of Dark World. And I think this actually is guaranteed to be a key.
Well, it could have just as easily been the one in front as well. Since those 2 rooms there are kind of the same in that regard.
Yeah, I think you're actually right.
Spend a key to get a chest.
Let's see what Nalle
looks
gets
like
in this big key chest.
It looks like the item.
It's half magic.
Ooh. Yeah, it was looking like that one was going to be an actual item rather than a thing at this point. certainly PhaseBro will get that. They'll probably go kill Helmosaur, and then go back in the dungeon, find that, and then peace out. I think go up Death Mountain or something.
So PhaseBro taking a Death Warp. Don't see any reason to continue being in here. Except
right, they
to
don't
check
have a
that
hammer.
mid chest.
I'm sorry, they said they'd go kill Helmosaur, but they can't, can they?
Yeah, lack of hammer can be an issue. PhaseBro is going to go ahead and get that half magic. I'm sure he'll be happy to see that. He's going to go ahead and save and quit. So we could see a play up toward Death Mountain, or he could decide to head to the left side, the west side of Dark World.
Yeah. I think at this point they're probably considering just waiting for that mitt to do all of Death Mountain in one big swoop. Or maybe the hammer to also get up to Hera with their hook shot.
And the odds that both of those are up there are not particularly high.
Yeah, when you have Glove and you have the entirety of West Dark World open up, though, I guess it opens up 2 pendant dungeons, doesn't it? Great.
Also, I'd probably throw in Catfish here.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You're not going to have a better chance to get up here and do this, so you might as well do it right now.
This is more convenient than Catfish usually ever is in any seed, to be honest.
Can't argue with that. Alright, now it gets their last chest in pod and saving quitting. I think they're gonna do the same thing. Head over to Western Dark World.
They couldn't have done Catfish before pod because they didn't have a glove.
Yep, Catfish does hard require a glove. There is a large rock in the way.
To be fair, PhaseBro actually tried to do that and realized, wait a minute. So with Nalle having access to that glove, he's going to head up to the west side of Dark World after Catfish, of course. Catfish just turned out to be a big 20, so no real important stuff there. As PhaseBro begins the trek toward the west side, we're going to have a long trek past a bunch of locations that you can't check.
Yeah, they're just kind of there taunting you. Like, haha, you don't have mirror. Haha, you don't have boots.
You might go look at Bumper Cave.
Yeah, I don't have the cape either. This one at least teases you with an item.
I do not like going up this side toward Bumper Cave. It's those murder dactyls, that's why.
Well, at least I know that one is nothing. So yeah, you got your choice of 2 pendant dungeons here. You can't clear Skullwoods. I feel like Skullwoods is basically overworld, so I can easily see people just coming in here and checking it.
So here's the thing. I am more inclined to check Skullwoods when I don't have the fire rod if it's a pendant. That way I can just check the front, and if it's not anything, I'll just hope to never come back.
PhaseBro falling into the pinball room here. This is why this chest right here is always a small key, because if you are to fall in here, and that isn't a small key, that is... you are locked there. You are donezo.
You would have to save and quit to get out.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
found the first item, though.
Yeah, just 3 bombs. It's whatever. Yeah, you can't death warp there because it puts you where you entered the dungeon, which happens to be in that same room. And the logic won't require a save and quit like that. It might require death warps in like the case of Ice Palace, but it won't require... Wow!
Well,
other Skullwoods item is another bomb pack of 3. And
So
we can
Skullwoods is complete garbo today,
yeah, we can
minus the potential pedestal situation.
we are out of here. Fortunately, PhaseBro did not get a small key up there, so it's gonna have to take this the long way around yet again.
And Nalle is actually going to completely bypass Skullwoods in favor of Village of Outcasts.
Hmm.
So we've got ourselves a bit of a divergence. You know, given this setup, if I found the fire rod in Thieves Town, I might just do the pedestal pull.
It would be a pretty quick pedestal pull, wouldn't it? The only 3 dungeons you'd have completed are pendants.
I mean, I think it would probably be after checking Death Mountain if I did that. There's the Titan's mitts in that bomb hut, the brewery, so to speak, in Village of Outcasts.
Alright, that gives us access to the Misery Mire area, though we can't really do much there right now. We don't have the mirror to go to desert, nor do we have a medallion to actually get into, to maybe get into the thing. I think PhaseBro might have not counted their items, because it seems like they are still searching for items here. They have found both already.
Ooh, that's going to be sad. So, in addition, the Titan's mitts also unlocks all of Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, Death Mountain's like a pretty high-profile location. We haven't seen Light World East Death Mountain yet, and now we just have Dark East Death Mountain now as well. So that's a lot of items up there, and he's opting to do Pendant Thieves Town instead. So we'll see how this one pays out.
Well, I would be hard-pressed myself to skip out on the first 4 chests of Thieves Town.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe if you had the mirror to get out of here quickly. I guess if you're going to save and quit the Death Mountain, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and he's taking a little bit of damage here, so he might be intending to Death Warp. Because with that, with those Titan's mitts, you might also throw in Digging Game and go to Hype Cave and maybe grab the Blacksmith. You can't mirror back, but you could grab it.
But Nalle is going to be fully clearing Thieves Town, it looks like.
Yep. I believe we only found the 1 item in the front.
I definitely only saw 1. I guess if they open up the pause menu, we'll take a look.
I do not know why Vivi's bunny sprite is the cat from Chrono Trigger. I mean, does Vivi have a cat in 9? I don't know.
I haven't played it, I'm not sure. Nalle's a little bit low on health here going into the Hellway of Thieves Town, but they do have the magic powder, and there is a anti-fairy on top of this room here, so they can refill, provided that they don't take too much damage going through here. Actually playing it really nice. That tempered sword
he was
is
chasing a cat. That's right. And it just so turns out that the Chrono Trigger cat is a convenient cat sprite to use.
PhaseBro is also going into Thieves Town. Oh man.
I mean, none of these are bad plays. Oh, we found 2 items in the front.
Oh, the
My
heart
bad.
piece right there, yeah.
I only remembered the big 20 out of this chest. And there's 10 arrows in the attic chest. Now, if you are Nalle, what you are going to want to see is not the small key next to the maiden.
Someone is asking what the asterisk mean on the dungeon names. That means that those dungeons will open up extra items when they're completed. So the green pendant, which is Thieves Town, will open up the item from Sahasrara. It's where you would normally get the boots in the main game. And crystals 5 and 6 are marked with an asterisk because those open up the big bomb in the bomb shop in Dark World. that lets you blow open the pyramid where you would get the golden sword and silver arrows in the normal game.
All right, so that's the 4th item in Thieves Town, and Nalle is going to go ahead and grab the maiden to go destroy Blind. Now, Blind has the green pendant, so that is another potential item.
Yeah, that green pendant's kind of a long way to walk to turn in. I know it doesn't seem like it, but when you have all of Light and Dark Death Mountain open to you, I feel like that is where I would go rather than going to go turn in the green pendant. But if you're doing all this just for the green pendant, you might as well fall through and finish it.
So the small key actually can't be on Blind. The only places it can be are the front 4 and that chest next to the maiden. Can't be in the attic, can't be on Blind. Or it can be in the big chest, which it is here today.
That is correct. Alright, we'll see what Nalle decides to do after this. Go turn it in, or go do the blacksmith stuff that they just unlocked access to with the Titan's mitts outside. They are going into Skull Woods, looks like.
All right. Hopefully they'll count the items.
Never mind, we're not going to Skull Woods. Never mind, yes we are.
But yeah, I don't see Nalle leaving this area without at least getting a check on Hype Cave before it's all said and done.
You think they'll be that thorough with their search before heading up the mountain?
I mean, Hype Cave is 5 items. You're not just going to leave that lying there. And especially since it's a pain to get back to without the hammer.
Sure.
I mean, if you're going to commit to the West Dark World play, you're going to do the West Dark World play until you're in go mode.
I don't know. Having Mirror to do it is just so much better, I feel.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I probably wouldn't do more than the blacksmith. Like, I might grab the blacksmith, maybe. I might not even do that, but I might go do Digging Game, Stumpy, and Hype Cave before heading back up.
With the Titan's mitts and the flute, I think getting back to the Dark Village is just so quick. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're not the ones playing. It doesn't matter. It's these guys. We'll see what these guys end up doing.
All right, so Nalle now has all the items from Skullwoods. Gonna piece right on out. PhaseBro dealing with Blind pretty well. On the final phase, needs one more hit. And there we go.
Heading back into Village, I think you are right on the blacksmith check. And probably heading south here. Gonna be taking that frog on a tour.
I imagine the first thing that will happen is Digging Game. But then maybe we'll go grab the blacksmith, because you definitely don't want to grab the blacksmith first. Because the Digging Game will not let you in if you have somebody following you.
Yeah, even if it's the purple chest, if you drop the purple chest, even on a different screen, they still won't let you do it. Alright, PhaseBro grabs your Titan's mid, so let's see what they decide to do right here. Going down to the Digging Game, looks like.
We've got some pretty solid convergence here. But to be fair, it looks like Nalle has basically made up all the time they lost. Because, by correctly counting the items in Skull Woods.
Yeah, just those minor mistakes have caught Nalle up pretty well here.
And gets out right before that text box. It's a lot of digs for a big 20.
Yeah, looks like we are going to be very thorough in our search and going to finish up everything here in one go. Gonna go save the
Is it
blacksmith.
the dig 20?
The dig
Sorry.
20. Oh, PhaseBro barely catches the text box. So we'll have this raw for a little bit. New people to Randomizer might think you need the mirror in order to turn in the frog, but that is not the case. If you save and quit, he will follow you. And that can potentially lock the mirror behind that.
So there's the cape from Mr. Stumpsman over there. So now we know that's not going to be required for the bumper cave, and because we've already done Aga, and we already had the Kate of Brian, it's not going to be required for really anything else. But it's a nice safety item to have. Alright, so this is everybody's favorite hype cave. Oh, we've got a mirror.
Ooh,
Oh, we almost had the 5 for 5 blue hype cave.
just the mirror, huh? Well, that kind of stinks. I say just the mirror, but actually that's pretty good, isn't it? Especially with
Yeah.
Swamp House made a crystal.
And
not
actually,
required.
it now makes it so much better to go up to Death Mountain.
Oh yeah. Looks like we're not going to be seeing that green pendant quite yet here. Ooh, PhaseBro might be going to turn in right now, actually. Or we're checking out the south of Grove. With the mirror right here, it's definitely making me think... now they're just going to fly away.
Now, one thing you might do here if you're Nalle or PhaseBro is, now that you've got the mirror, the purple chest and things like that become much more functional or much easier to grab. But Nalle is going for Death Mountain, which has got to be the play at this point.
Yeah, not only do we have both dark and light Eastern Death Mountain that we haven't seen yet, we actually have Hera access now as well.
Yep. So that's why the mirror was important before you come to Death Mountain. Now, it could be that the hammer is over on the east side of Death Mountain, in which case that was a moot point. But you never know.
Ever since Aghanim, these runners have been doing like the exact same thing. This is great. It really makes you it puts more focus on execution if the runners make the exact same decisions every time. It's purely execution at that point, right? We're getting our first taste of Eastern Death Mountain here. We have 8 in the Light World. I guess 9 if you count the floating island, which we can now access with the mirror.
You know what I think the best place for the hammer would be? Well, now I think it's first chest in Swamp because we picked up the flippers. But I was going to say Magic Bat.
Yeah, they could totally check that now, couldn't they?
I mean,
that does open up Swamp, doesn't it? The first chest in Swamp. There's the other green rupee. And our third shield, actually.
And we've got a bottle with bees. Or maybe a bee. So that's a second bee.
Alright, the rarely sheen mirror shield. Because we're lining up a bomb jump here to prevent what Nalle is doing right here. Oh man, is this going to be synced after this? Oh, it's pretty close. This is great.
Whew. Wow. Whew. I have not seen anything this close in a while.
Synchronized heart piece finding, synchronized.
I think it's super real.
Alright, who's got the better execution? Okay, let's see. Nalle is opting not to switch to the hook shot. Gonna be saving a little bit of time on their menuing here. Because every frame counts right now. Oh, squeezes past the jellyfish. Oh, it gets knocked back a couple pixels. Nalle is the first to the goal. The first to get their bomb upgrade.
All right. So both runners now going to head to the Dark World, I imagine. Sometimes you'd like to go, see the top of Turtle Rock, but neither runner has a medallion yet, so there's no real point in mirroring on top yet.
Yeah, they don't even have the hammer to do the puzzle either.
Oh yeah, can't even do it. I know how this game works.
We are double not prepared to do that. Now let's see our cool little hookshot clip here. Both players
Well
get
done.
it. Very nice.
That can be a little tricky.
Oh, with Nalle grabbing that heart, now they're even at equal hearts right now.
More bees.
Is that our second B bottle in like 2 minutes? Maybe like the third one overall, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Three
The sink
bottles
is
on
real,
the
everybody.
RBs. Oh, the divergence, dude.
Alright, so Bombos Medallion required for Turtle Rock, while PhaseBro makes the play on Hookshot Cave, takes a fall.
I'm playing a little safe there on that last one.
+5 arrows, bombs, the red mail, certainly not the worst thing I've ever seen, and a big 20.
There's nothing here. There was nothing here. They had like 50 items over here, and none of them were anything. Oh, I'm sorry, they got the red mail and the mirror shield. Heck.
Well, we'll be heading over to Tower of Hera next. I agree with Nalle's routing here.
Yeah, it's...
Having to navigate this dead rock infested area a second time seems like a bad plan.
Yeah, PhaseBro looks like he's taking the long way around instead of just walking left from Turtle Rock. That's fine, though.
So, Spike Cave's not in the... Well, now it is.
Alright, well, that's fine.
So it did turn out you really did want to go to Hype Cave before you came up here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That mirror definitely paying off there. Making it a lot easier routing on Dark Death Mountain to get into Hera. So where do you go after this? You have a lot of options, actually, don't you?
Well, the first thing you do is you jump down, you do Spike Cave.
Yeah, you could totally do that. They have to clear this dungeon, so it actually gives them time to think. Hera's pretty mindless, so I think they'll have an answer by the time they finish the dungeon.
But yeah, I mean, Spike Cave is right outside, and there's never a better time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. It makes a whole lot of sense to go check that right after this. They can go finish Pod now if they want to. I don't remember if Helmsor had an item. I think he did.
I believe so. I'm not certain. Both runners check the floating island. It was just a piece of heart.
Yeah. They can do the Peg Cave now, below the purple chest, and then just, do the purple chest and the powder right after that.
Yeah,
that does
so you
open
probably
up
do
all
Peg
of...
Cave. Well, you've got the hammer, so it doesn't really matter what order you do those in.
They can do all of Swamp Palace now. PhaseBro can do a little bomb jump. Oh no! Both players taking a fall on different spots.
The fall sink. I mean, Swamp is in the logic. I'm not sure it's the best play, but we'll see.
They can also get the Desert Palace with that mirror.
Oh yes, Yeah, I'd probably head to Mire area.
Actually, this will be Crystals 5 and 6, won't it? Oh
Oh
no.
yeah.
Yeah, because Hera's one and then Desert's the other. Well, with that small key from Moldorm, looks like the last item is down in the basement. I don't think they got another item, did they? Yeah, Nalle is going back in. Yeah, this stinks. I'd much rather have the big key down here, so you don't have to gamble on there actually being an item down here. This is hard to do. You just got the hammer, and you're here doing the bottom of Hera to get the last item down here. It's got to be a really difficult decision to make. PhaseBro is doing the same thing. Again, both runners doing the exact same thing. Oh man, I love it. At least after this, they will be able to mirror to the front and then hop down to Spike Cape if they remember to do so.
All right, so we'll see what sort of wonderful and/or awful thing awaits us in the basement of Hera. In before Fire Rod.
We do need to find that. It'd be super nice.
How about boots?
Oh,
That'll work.
Man. There you go. I think that's worth the time spent here.
And that makes up at least that much time. Where are you going, Nalle?
Well, we're not going to Spike Cave, that's for sure.
I guess that's probably fine.
Going to Desert.
We got
Palace.
many more things to check.
Alright, Mystery Myers medallion is Ether, so we still have 2 extra items to find now. Yeah, we don't have any medallions yet.
There's 50 rupees. And a red rupee.
PhaseBro. Of course. As we all predicted. Both runners doing the exact same thing.
I'm calling Ether in Spike Cave.
In Spike
right
Cave?
now.
That'd be really convenient. Well, I mean, it would have been convenient.
Oh, never mind.
It is in a cave, but there are much less spikes in here than there would be.
So much like it tends to be with Mystery Mire, the key is under the mat.
Yeah, they're not very good at hiding the the front heckin' front door keys. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. That was funny, dude. Alright, into Desert Palace we go. Only 2 items in here, but this will be the other 5-6 crystals, so this will open up both items at the Pyramid Ferry after this. I could definitely see maybe going from Swamp Palace to Pyramid Ferry to Pod after this, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, good thing they got those boots, huh?
Yep.
Those were required.
Gotta feel pretty good. There's that small key. And there's a chest in the room next door. PhaseBro, where are you going?
No. PhaseBro, you can't just do this. You have to have the big key to get to the back. Oh no.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, he's realizing it. Just a 5 for the first item.
And 3 hundo for the second.
Well,
But I mean, you definitely go clear desert because, hey, first of all, it's a crystal. Second of all, it's Pyramid Fairy crystal.
now, would you go into Mire right now?
Maybe. If I had a fire source, I definitely would.
Okay, they definitely do. But I was just curious
Oh
without
yeah, the lamp.
without-
Sorry, it is
yeah,
the lamp.
I was just curious without
He's
Samaria.
like, we don't have fire rod or bombos. We don't have fire. Oh, duh. But yeah, I definitely would. Because I've seen Vanilla Cane too many times.
Yeah, that's true.
Also because you're basically going to have to clear Mire most of the way anyway. And it's not going to add that much time to checking.
Yeah, I definitely agree. In seeing Samaria in, there a lot. I mean, of course, it's just kind of confirmation bias, but I mean, it is what it is. It's always there, right?
Of course.
I don't know. I feel like I'd be more interested in checking, gosh, if I, in older versions, I would say I'd follow the item chain and go check Pyramid Fairy right after this. But I really don't know what to say.
Maybe that might be a thing.
Because boots to Desert Key, and then that to finishing it up. I don't know.
That might be worth trying first.
There's also a good number of crystal dungeons, and by a good number I mean 2, that they can finish up right now, being Pot and Swamp.
Yeah, you might. Another decent play here might be do Pyramid Fairy, then go to Swamp. As always, I'm not the hugest fan of Swamp, but sometimes it is the right play, despite what we think about it.
Speaking of Swamp, we might be seeing it here soon, but I think nalle, I guess Swamp into Pyramid Fairy would be okay routing for this situation, but with the smallest chance to maybe avoid left side Swamp, I could definitely see going to Pyramid first. I don't know, they're just missing so many items.
Looks like the Swamp Dip is real today.
Making use of the shield right here. Oh, no, never mind. I was expecting the block on that little spear that guy always throws at you. It's the only reason I like having at least the fighter shield is to block that spear. But it sailed right past him.
PhaseBro also heading over to this area. We'll see if he does Swamp first or the Pyramid Fairy.
Oh. The route diversions, dude. This is like the first meaningful route diversions we've seen.
At least since the Aga play. Five rupees in the first viable chest in Swamp. That's 1 of 6 items.
Yeah, Swamp Palace is pretty loaded on items, so it definitely wouldn't surprise me to see one of the required items here. What do we still need? 5 things, at least? We need both rods, the red cane, and... Oh, I guess we do have ether, don't we, already?
We also know where the ice rod is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they can go grab that ice rod any time, can't they? Alright, Pyramid Fairy, what have we got? I'm
Just
disappointed.
Garbo.
I'm super disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, Mira's right on top of that little yellow thing there. If you walk out of the Pyramid Fairy here and just don't move, you can mirror safely. It puts you like right between those 2 little yellow plants.
Yeah, I believe that's the case. A lot of people just forget not to move. It looks like PhaseBro will now, after a short detour, be following nalle into Swamp. Got a blue boomerang. Let's see, they got the flippers in Paradox Cave, which was actually available pretty early after reaching Dark World.
Man, oh man, we don't really have too many other places to check other than Swamp, do we? I mean, there's like one item in Pod, and what? Yeah, what's up, guys? Everyone's having a good time. I'm having a blast. This is fun. Despite what a yawn may imply. Oh, man.
Oh boy.
I think in this situation you can't skip the left side of Swamp. There's just too many items you're missing, so you just gotta bite the bullet. Alright, I'm not gonna go on Swamp today. Let's just go.
Let's see. I'm kind of the worst. I would probably skip it.
You'd skip it? Really?
Yeah. Mainly because the flippers were behind the hook shot. Dude, I have a method to my madness.
Oh, you know, I think I've heard you talk about this before. How like the earlier something appears, like the more likely it is to.
If the hook shot, if one of the other three items of hammer, flippers, or what's the other thing? Mirror. If one of those is behind the hook shot, then or if the hook shot is behind all of those, then the left side is 50% more likely to have something. It's about an 18% with that, and it's about an 11% when the hook shot is locking one of the other three.
Well,
And it turns out...
you would have been right today.
Yep.
Nothing on the left side. At least they checked it now instead of later, because later it would have been bad, because the big key would have been over there, and they would have had to walk all the way back to catch that in.
Right. I may have spent a stupid amount of time analyzing spoiler logs.
Still nothing at Swamp Palace. We only got 2 locations left. Alright, last item's on Argus.
I find that a lot of the time when Swamp has something, it's on Argus. Like, it may just be confirmation bias, but it really seems very weighted that direction.
I would, if we're going for confirmation bias, I often find my Swamp Palace item in the flooded room that has 2 chests.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I usually would find my item. Yesterday I was commentating a match and there was an item there, but on the left side had 2 swords. So definitely don't skip left side Swamp Palace if you're missing a bunch of items. Or you can use Dr. Bob's method and apparently be 50% more likely to be correct sometimes.
And Swamp, as it usually is complete and total garbage.
What the heck? There's nothing here. So we've got what? Helmosaur and Vitreous. Is there anything else? Like the purple chest and the hammer pegs, I guess. Spike Cave we haven't seen yet.
And I mean, we have no guarantee that we can even get to Vitreous.
Right, of course. Yeah. Just Mire in general, I guess.
So I imagine the next thing Nalle will be doing is picking up that big bomb. So we'll get the reconvergence of routes.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen any of the boot stuff yet either.
Yeah, King's Tomb, Bonk Rocks.
The
that
bat.
sort of stuff.
Alright, never mind. We had a lot of stuff to check. Don't listen to me.
Spike Cave.
Spike Cave.
Just
Still in
trying to
disbelief.
hammer that one home.
Nalle gonna be taking the slightly faster route here, of mirroring with the bomb, and then walking through the gates here. This can be required by logic if the hammer or something locking the hammer happens to be in the pyramid fairy. It's gonna make you do Aghanim 1 just to use that gate warp to do this.
Blacksmith has been done. I don't know if Purple Chest has.
Yeah, I want to say it was just the blacksmith because they found the mirror while doing the blacksmith. So they just turned them in and immediately went to go do mirror things rather than continuing on with the purple.
Speaking of mirror things, there's also Graveyard Ledge up there with the those things, the Bonkrock King Tube's words.
The boot places. Yeah, Nalle is gonna go finish up Helmsor right now. Pretty sure he has an item. But might as well finish crystals. I'm definitely interested to see what we have after this, because Mire is pretty appealing, but of course without that red cane, who knows? And there's just the overworld locations are take a while to, you know, get to them all. Like if you want to go up and do Bonkrock, King's Tomb, and the Graveyard Ledge, that's a lot of like running around to mirror you have to do up there. It certainly doesn't feel like it once you get up there, but I don't know. It's a lot of screen transitions and waiting on mirror warp animations. And no one's turned in the green pendant yet either.
Yeah, that is interesting. I might have like mirrored along the way to Pod if I were Nalle.
Might have forgotten about it then. Alright, PhaseBro, what are you gonna do after this? Typically this race we've seen both racers do the same thing, but will that be the case right now? There's a bunch of options.
Looks like PhaseBro's heading over to 3. We may see some Dark World overworlding here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Either the north side or the purple chest stuff. We're going down.
Yeah, so I imagine we will see Peg Cave, Purple Chest, Magic Bat, possibly Grove Cave or Cave 45, and that'll probably do it for this little route.
Oh yeah, I guess we haven't seen that cave yet, have we? Because they both just kind of left after getting that mirror down there.
Alright. Bombs in the Peg Cave. We are going to see PhaseBro go for Magic Bat.
On to Helmsor King. This should be a very, very fast fight here after hammering the mask away. Tempered Sword, like, before any dungeon, really? I don't think bosses aren't really going to give too much of an issue.
Alright, Magic Bat has Peace of Heart. Nalle taking down Helmsor King without an issue. Picks up a big heart, just the vanilla drop.
And their fourth crystal. But there are no other crystals that we can grab right now without finding some extra items. If we were to find the the Fire Rod or Vamos, we could go finish up Ice Palace. If we... Yeah. And then the Cane would give us access to Mire, and then Turbo explains a couple things.
All
So
right.
it's probably going to be Overworld.
PhaseBro is doing the whole mirror or purple chest trek by going north. That is a play that someone in chat mentioned, and I did not even consider it. But yeah.
Oh yeah, instead of like 2 groups of 3 places, just combine them all together like this.
Butter!
The Golden Sword. Hanging out in the Block Rocks.
Yep, that will at least make a few bosses a little easier to fight. Cold Stare comes to mind, Trinex, both of those significantly easier with the Gold Sword.
Yeah.
Ganon is also a little easier.
Yeah, people say that the upgrade from tempered to Golden Sword isn't really that much, and I agree with them. It really isn't. But the bosses we have left, if you're a little bit less experienced, can definitely be improved with the Golden Sword for sure.
Oh, there's the cane! The cane of Samaria in the Graveyard Ledge. Wow.
Right.
So I'd have gotten burned by the dip into Mire. For sure.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been super annoying. Facebook doesn't know. Oh gosh, what do I do? I gotta take this chest somewhere. Yeah. Go ahead and finish. Don't cancel it out right now.
You're still missing
interested
things.
as I would be, I really want to go see Misery Mire, but let's finish up this stuff first. A little bit of tight squeeze here with the portal on one side and the chest on the other.
Bombos!
Oh man, getting everything.
Wow. Okay.
And we are a fire rod away from go mode. We know where the ice rod is. It is hanging out on the flipper ledge, the Zora ledge. So they can go get that anytime they want to. So right now, all we're looking for is the fire rod.
Gonna have some simultaneous purple chest delivery. Just a big heart. Would have been particularly sick if it was the fire rod, though. Just throwing that out there.
I think so.
Nalle is about to go turn in the green pendant.
Oh, good. Good. PhaseBro's heading to the Ice Palace.
Yep. Ice Palace is completely on the board.
No. Oh, he's gonna go get the ice rod. I see.
Right, we're gonna pick up that ice rod. Just a big 20 from Sazrala.
Dang. Imagine if that was the fire rod, just hanging out here the whole time. We're not looking for the ice rod. It is right here, hanging on the ledge. PhaseBro will be grabbing it in just a moment here. And we'll only need to find their fire rod for their go mode. I think Nalle is going to be getting their Samaria soon. If they're coming all the way back to this portal, I don't see anything else that they would be doing here since they already turned in the purple chest. Yep, there's that mirror.
Yeah. And they are just doing the North Dark World play, so we'll be getting Butter Sword, Bombos, and Cane of Samaria right here. So is PhaseBro about to make... Oh yeah, he's fluting from here.
Oh,
All right,
are
Ice Palace it is.
Are they actually going into Ice Palace in this situation? Wow. Huh, that's interesting to me.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably do Mire first. That being said, I do tend to have this other confirmation bias about dungeons that could potentially be locked by something containing that item. So when you get Bombos, go to Ice looking for the fire rod.
For me, I just feel like you have a potential to go mode Misery Mire, which is cool. Everyone likes doing that. But you have to find the big key anyway. So I feel like go moding Mire is less good than go moding Ice Palace, if that makes sense. Just because of the random location of the big key.
Right. If you can go mode Ice Palace, you're going to be in better shape. than if you can go mode Mire. But of course, you could also be making the play based on the fact that you think you won't be able to go mode Ice Palace. So if you're coming into Ice Palace, you are gambling that the Fire Rod is here, basically. Or not in Mire. And Nalle is going to make the Mire play.
Well, good. We'll see if this pays off, because this is what I would have done. So if it pays off, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to get some roasted bird here, too. Oh, wait. It's ether. Never mind.
Bird toss?
It's
Bird
kind
toss?
Kind of the opposite of roasted, isn't it?
Nope.
These were lining up for...
Baited.
The famous Ice Palace bomb jump gets it without a second thought. Very nice.
Well done. It's a little trickier than you might initially think, with it as well as these runners make it seem, or as easy as these runners make it seem.
Alright, in the Misery Mire, only 2 items here. It is a crystal dungeon, and they have to find the big key, so we're going to be searching for a lot of things anyway. We're getting into the meat of the Ice Palace items. The first chest comes very quickly, but the next ones are not for a little later.
Sadly enough, the big key in Mire is in the first chest. So,
no.
So if it turns out that the Fire Rod is over in Mire, or in Ice Palace, it's going to make a huge difference. One item found in Mire, it's the Quake Medallion, which is entirely useless. I mean, unless you want to, like, a different way to kill dead rocks or something.
Oh, don't have a key, can't go that way.
Yeah, I guess you forgot to grab the key under the pot.
I guess so. Oh, man.
So PhaseBro has actually found 2 of the 3 items now in Ice Palace. So if the Fire Rod is not here, we could have an issue on our hands.
Man, that figures, doesn't it? We talk about, like, the questionable go mode-ness of Mire, and it ends up the big keys of the first chest. Of course it is.
Of course.
Can Fire Rod be book locked? Someone asked. Yeah, it could easily be on a tablet. We just don't know where the book is. If Nalle finds a book here, they're probably gonna be checking out those soon, I think.
Fire Rod could be in Turtle Rock. That is a random possibility. You know what else it could be? Spike Cave.
I hope it's there. Of all the sync both these players had, both of them decided to skip that chest. So we'll see if it comes back to bite both of them. Without the Fire Rod, now I can't do the fun little strat here of Fire Rodding through the moving blocks. You gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
And contrary to popular belief, there is enough time to light all 4 of these in one go, but you gotta be careful. Yep, Nalle made it off. Alright, so we're down to the big chest and cold stare for an item in ice.
More and more dungeon items. Oh no, PhaseBro! Don't mess up this one. Oh no!
Rip.
Oh no.
I mean, I think you just go back in.
Wait, can you? If
I
they
don't know.
maybe if they walk upstairs, will it be fine? They're just gonna go right to cold stair. Oh, I really hope they don't have to come back for that chest.
That would be unfortunate. Small key in the big chest of Meyer. Last chance before cold stare. There's the second item in Meyer.
Alright, so Meyer was a bust. Dang. I would have been wrong. It's alright, Nalle. I know know how you feel, dude. Quick cold stare fight with that golden sword. Oh no!
It's in the big chest. The last item.
Man, oh man.
So will PhaseBro head back in? That's a no.
He's gone. I guess we'll see if Nalle decides to go there right after this. We'll see. He's got Meyer and he's got Pod to finish. I think it makes sense to go do these first just to see if it happens to be out of these dungeons. Because he's got to do these dungeons anyway. But man, we just know it's not going to pay off.
So Nalle is going to head up to Vitreous. We're going to have the Butter Sword Vitreous fight. We do not have silver arrows, so we're not going to see like the gigantic massacre of Vitreous that we normally see.
I want to see some cape dash golden sword strats.
That would be pretty good.
What's in the big chest? It's an item. We don't know. PhaseBro was not interested in going back to check it out. Yo, there's the cave. Let's go. Yeah, go slightly higher. You can get all the top ones too. Yeah, there we go.
The cape dash is real.
I love it.
And down goes Vitreous.
Alright, that is crystal number 5 for Nalle. We're probably Ice Palace next.
Yeah, I figure Ice Palace has got to be his next move.
Before Turtle Rock. Yeah, I would think so. Man, this could be really bad for PhaseBro if Fire Rod is in this chest. Or if it's something like the book that leads to nothing, that could actually be good for him.
Yep. So there are a couple of different ways this could turn out.
Yeah, I think he can't go back for that chest, not until he's done everything else. If you go back there,
You
you've already
basically
lost
just
it.
conceded the game.
Yeah, you've already lost, you know? You're committing to there being nothing in there. You can't give in to go back. It puts more pressure on Spikecade. Alright, PhaseBro came over here to check the other item in Misery Mire before they did the cutscene chest, I think. So they're not going to have to lose time waiting on that cutscene chest. to get nothing. Nalle checking his map to make sure this is indeed where he's supposed to go. And it is, down this hole. That bomb looks really low. Is that gonna work? Oh no. Shouldn't have to knock down both of these guys. As long as one of them is on the ground, I believe it flags all of them as being bombable.
Yeah, kind of. There's this whole weird thing with the whole setup. I don't know exactly the numbers or the logic it's used.
Nalle also lines up their bomb jump wonderfully. So we got a first try for both these runners. If you're a new, oh, we
Yeah,
got firebomb down there.
Really worried there, but Nalle had it under control.
So if you're a new runner and worried about like glitches and stuff, like, oh, I don't want to do these glitches because they're hard to learn and all that. If you are going to tackle learning glitches, I think learning the Ice Palace bomb jump should be the first thing.
Yeah, it saves so much time in general.
It absolutely is. It's definitely something worth doing there.
So Nalle is actually going a different way, and the upside with this is Nalle will not have to visit the iced tea room.
Oh, because they'll have all the items by then?
Yeah. Iced tea had just the compass, I believe. PhaseBro showing us how the Cape Dash strats are done.
I love it, dude. It's great. Could pull out the bow for 8 shots, but I think it's equally, just as viable to use the sword there. Alright, don't have to fully clear Mr. Meyer if you got both items early. Don't have to wait 14 seconds for that chest, or for that wall to move in the other room. Alright, PhaseBro, where do you go? Probably pod. Just go ahead and clear that out, I think.
Yeah, I believe that would be the next most prudent move. And then just YOLO T-Rock.
But what about Spike Cave?
I mean, you go to Spike Cave afterwards.
After Turtle Rock?
Yeah.
I see.
Like, the Fire Rodless Turtle Rock is usually a short dip anyway.
I do agree.
Or you find it and you're happy.
But of course, they could make it all the way to Laser Bridge without the Fire Rod if the keys are, in their right positions. Alright, let's see. What is it?
Thing. Piece of heart. Alright, so PhaseBro not going to be hurt by that.
You got bailed out.
Uh-oh.
Nalle miscounting?
I believe so. Unless Nalle didn't get the item from the Freezor chest, but I think they did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so they definitely have picked up all 3 items.
Question is, how long will that chest nag on his mind? Oh, until he finds the Fire Rod, it will. Absolutely. There's no reason it wouldn't. That's why you check out everything else first before going back there. He won't go back there and check that before anything, I think. He'll definitely go on the Turtle Rock even before that. What's going on Nalle's screen?
I just having a few issues with that Turtle Rock, or not Turtle Rock, Samaria block. I don't know why I said Turtle Rock instead of Samaria block. They're basically not even
The turtle
I guess
block.
they're kind of related, but not really.
Oh, I think I just would have pushed the block down, but I guess that works too. Oh man, Cape, Golden Sword, Cold Stare. See you later, dude. This won't take any time at all.
Get wrecked.
Dude, just keep him in the corner. Nothing to it. Fire Ride cannot be on Laser Bridge, right? It absolutely can.
Yeah, so what you need is at least 2 small keys. So you need a small key in the left chest, a small key in the chain jump room, big key in its vanilla location, and then at least 1 more small key between the big chest and the next chest.
Alright, Nalle, remembering their Ice Rod, they're gonna be grabbing that. That way there will be just a Fire Rod away. It's definitely good to go grab this now, because if you find a Fire Rod in, you know, anywhere else, you know, like, say if you find it in Turtle Rock or so, oh, well crap, I don't have the Ice Rod yet. So yeah, definitely come pick this up now.
So the Ice Rod is on Zora Ledge, for those of you asking. That's where Nalle is going right now. And yes, Nalle did check the big chest in Ice Palace. It's not going to hurt PhaseBro. It's just a piece of heart.
So with that, we're pretty synced up, aren't we?
Yep.
Now we go to Sanctuary. Maybe
I
it's a
thought
mistake.
Nalle actually selected Mountain Cave, but apparently not.
Are we gonna go see Spike Cave and Turtle Rock at the same time? Have they converged?
Yep.
PhaseBro having a little trouble with your spin speed there on that. Oh, let's see if Nalle can do it. Oh no. Also having a little trouble. That's fine. Whatever, just go. This is why I always pull out the hook shot. I'm so bad at doing spin speed, I gotta use the hook shot.
That looks like what Nalle is doing right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so they're both going to do Spike Cave at the same time.
Of course they are.
Like.
Going back to the first, like, hour of the match, of going everywhere together. Oh, careful with the cape. Okay, they got a really quick activation on the cape.
And just a big 20, so my righteous indignation is misspent. Both players going to end up having to mirror, because the pyramid is a thing.
I'm curious why PhaseBro walked down here to use their mirror. I don't know.
I'm guessing unfamiliarity with the particular layout and such. Oh no, is he going back for the Ice Palace big chest?
Oh no.
Don't do that. Okay.
Go back, go to Turtle Rock. Okay, good. Whew. Unless we've forgotten something, it's in here, right? Or at least something leading to it is.
Something to get there, probably.
I'm really glad PhaseBro didn't go back and check that. Not because of the time thing, I'm just really glad that he's committing to skipping it.
Yeah, and if he didn't, he would just be completely tilted out for the rest of the seed. You want to know how synced these players are? PhaseBro picked up one of those rupees. Nalle and PhaseBro's rupee counts would be exactly the same. Yeah, I guess nobody did check Grove Cave.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Yeah, because they found the mirror and just either left or walked to the right instead of the left. Huh.
That is weird.
That is weird. So the only real difference here is that Nalle has 3.5 hearts. Probably gonna have to be a little safe there. That they, the chain chomp room, especially, I guess. They'll be able to take 2 hits there. And I don't think there's any anti-fairies before that point, so they're not going to be able to heal up until they actually get past the chain chomp room.
And Root Fire Rod locked.
It's in the grave, or it's on the grove ledge, dude.
Oh my goodness.
It's on the grove ledge and neither player checked it.
Now this is not going to work the way you want it to.
Oh my gosh. This is great. Oh, okay, now I realized that mid thing there. PhaseBro also not realizing it. No, you can't go any further.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, he's gone. He's going to Ice Palace, though, I bet.
Oh, that would be so bad.
Oh, please do not forget about Grove Ledge. Oh, right on the rock.
Having Graveyard Ledge and Grove Ledge both have something that important. And they both being magical items that are the color red.
Don't go to Ice Palace. This is good. This is a good flight point. Go, go, go. Well, you can't go this way. You gotta take the portal. Okay, good. Nalle. Oh no, trying to think. What did I forget? Making sure that they didn't miss the mushroom or the shovel there. Heard the beeps of being unable to swap. Oh no. Oh no, this is not what you want to see.
So let me tell you something. 2 runners evenly matched. Right here.
This has been so close. There it is.
There it is. Fire Rod in Cave 45, aka Haunted Grove Ledge. And that is go mode for PhaseBro at 152, like 12.
I thought Nalle might have been headed towards it, but is not. I think they just have forgotten. We'll see if it comes to them running around. There's been a couple situations where I've been kind of really, oops, I forgot this location, and just running around aimlessly has totally jogged my memory.
And you know, as the Swiss rounds move forward, you expect to find, you know, closer and closer matches. This is, you know, in terms of routing, in terms of execution, just super close.
This has been very, very close, and now he's going to be picking it up. Yeah, he's remembered by now. Good, good, good. All right, so little mishap of forgetting this, and that's fine and all. This is still super close. Like, PhaseBro isn't even in the Turtle Rock yet, and now he's going to be hot on his heels.
I mean,
With the
both
fire
both runners forgetting about this place. That is just a little interesting, you know? They're both very, have a very similar mindset about this game.
Yeah, going to, like, the same places. Over and over again it happened in this race that both these runners were going to the exact same places right after one another, and it ends up being that it happened again right at the end. They end up forgetting the exact same plays, saving it till the very end.
Oh yeah, both runners are going to be taking risks from this point on. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, this is a prime example of oh crap, I'm behind. Of course, do you ever feel ahead playing this?
Nope.
Nope. I agree. And I want to say both of them also took a big trip to the potion shop as well, so the potion situation is probably very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Nalle enters Turtle Rock. I wasn't looking at the timer, but there's not much difference right here with these times. Yes, both players have Fire Rod. We are both in go mode here, both in Turtle Rock, and it's gotta be a minute at most separating these players. There's no way it's a full minute.
And it's very easy for a lead of a minute to vanish based on a few execution mistakes.
Oh yeah, we're in the Gans Tower, which is one of those heavy execution places of the game, in my opinion, just like the whole G Tower climb. And we could still see a very large shift in the guess of where the big key is.
Yep. So Ganon's Tower starts off with a giant crapshoot and ends with the biggest execution fest you've ever seen.
Question asking if they think the runners will check the laser bridge for silvers. That's hard to say. I don't know. Depending on how comfortable, I couldn't even begin to guess how comfortable the runners would be with doing silverless.
So I wouldn't check the laser bridge for silvers personally unless I needed to check it for small keys.
Yeah, if you're checking for small keys and are already down there, by all means, go ahead and clear it out and see if the silvers are there. I think when you have Golden Sword and I want to say at least 2 blue potions, there's probably not much danger.
But if I'm on the way up Ganon's Tower and I still don't have silvers, I think I still am going to go ahead and check all the chests on the way up. Because I think the time that the silvers would save you actually does make up for it.
Yeah, the ones at the top of the tower really aren't that out of the way. The ones in the mini Helmasaur are the most out of the way ones, and they're in the same room. You just walk right past. It's pretty convenient to go ahead and check them, I think. Oh, the big chest only having the compass in it, so if Nalle wanted, they could gamble skipping the big chest. It's really kind of scary to do because there can be a needed key in there.
And it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a really hard gamble to make, in my opinion, because coming back here after getting all the way to the end is really heartbreaking.
There's a small key, so we will not necessarily have to visit the laser bridge.
Whoa. PhaseBro dropping that first Mario block off the edge there, almost walked right off. But realized it just in time. Kind of low on health though, but I guess with the powder it's not going to be any big deal. Nope, we are not seeing Laser Bridge from PhaseBro.
So both runners, based on their time entering the dark maze here, are separated by roughly 22 seconds, so that kind of slowed it down with the potion consumption there for Nalle.
Alright, try next with half magic and golden sword. This won't be any danger at all. Though PhaseBro does have a little bit low health. I'm not gonna be able to take ramming into him too much, though the blue potions help, of course. I'm just surprised that they didn't hit one of the anti-fairies on the way here. I guess they must just be confident in their try next fight.
Once you get through with this first part, the rest of it is fairly academic. and I believe you're not going to take that much damage from Trinex proper.
Just like that. There you go. PhaseBro
With
finishing
red.
the fight right as Nalle goes in. It's the last bottle. The bee escaped this one. So of our 4 bottles, 3 of them had bees in it, and this one is just empty. We didn't do the thing. We gotta do the game, don't we?
We sure do. Looks like the bot might be a little bit busted.
Oh, the bot's broken. Well, sorry again, everyone. You can put your guesses in anyway if you want.
So my traditional guess is always 14 for Bob's chest.
Makes a lot of sense to
Because-
me.
I mean, who are you talking to?
In that case, I'll say 3.
All right.
Because we won't get a key here on the right side, and then we have the torch. Well,
How about we get 2 keys here on the right hand side, and PhaseBro's just gonna peace out anyway.
joke's on me, but he's gonna go over there anyway. Alright, so that actually could be a big gamble. There's another key! What the heck? There's so many keys. We have 3 of the 4 location keys already.
Right, so at this
if Nalle
point, I would peace out and go right again.
If Nalle continues on the right side and finds the key over there, that's a big lead change, because PhaseBro's been slightly ahead. Oh man, here we
Okay.
go.
We've got divergence.
Someone's gonna have a sizable lead after this, I think.
Actually, I think I'd probably check Stallfill's room here, and then peace out and go right. Good old-fashioned DM strats. Shovel. There we go.
I'm gonna dig up those silvers now. Of all places to route diversions, it has to be here. Are you serious?
Of course. That's how it works. Mushroom. There's the big key.
Are you gonna check the last ones for silvers? Okay, good.
So, PhaseBro was the first one to enter Gan's Tower, right?
Yes.
So, by the rules of the game, we have to wait until PhaseBro picks it up
Yep.
to
that
give
is
the number.
That's how we have it. With that though, Nalle has taken the lead. They were about around 30 seconds difference heading into Ganon's Tower here, but the right-left side gamble has changed who is now in the lead of this race. So if PhaseBro finds like silver arrows over here, that could easily make up the time.
Quite possibly. Depending on how much time Nalle wastes in the gauntlet. This mimic room trolling the snot out of Nalle right
I'm
now.
having a little bit of trouble with these jerks. There we go.
There is the bug net, 100 rupees, piece of heart, and another piece of heart.
No silvers yet, but we've got 4 more chances. Pretty
Nalle
okay.
clearing out that first room pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. Got a nice arrow shot, and all the other enemies just kind of ran into their sword like they were supposed to.
PhaseBro gonna face off against Armos again, this time with more arrows.
Only down to 3 hearts here. You're so close to that anti-fairy room. Are they gonna risk it? It looks like they're gonna try. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, use that potion right now.
Nalle could not afford to take another shot at that.
It's a good thing, too, because they definitely took a couple more hits after that.
It looks like PhaseBro did, in fact, not find the silver arrows. We'll now be heading to the east side of Ganon's Tower.
Oh, he's doing the tile
Oh
room.
no, PhaseBro doing tile room.
Oh, man. This is how behind he feels. Like, this is like the ultimate gamble.
I mean, I'm not saying I know somebody who's done this recently and lost a race because of it.
Was it you?
Maybe.
Don't get caught. Okay. Ah, shucks.
Sure would have been nice if those were silvers, though.
Yeah. I think that would have been the one thing he needed.
Yeah, and I don't even think it would have made up that much time at that point.
No, probably not, but I mean the peace of mind is there. And who knows, now he might have might have a crummy Ganon, we'll see. We never say it's over until it's actually over.
How about the silvers right there?
Okay, well sure, fine, then never mind.
Silvers in Helmasaur room on the way up. Like I said, I'd have checked that, so silvers would have been mine.
Oh no, PhaseBro opening.
Well, PhaseBro, if he knows his Ganon's Tower, knows that the key has to be in here after picking up the small key.
Not even interested in checking the last chest. Probably thinking, oh crap, that could have been silvers. Oh well.
Alright, so Nalle is going to head into the Trolldorm 2 fight. But yeah, after this run, with all of our runners making basically the same decisions all the way through, the one divergence at the end, left versus right, making the difference here today.
Oh, sorry, I'm just laughing at the bot in chat. Alright, into Aghanim 2. Here we go. Got 6 hits. Gets 2 on the first second, not too bad. Now, with anyone familiar, the main Aghanim can still shoot the blue balls that we hate from the first Aghanim fight so much, though the clones will never shoot them. You can always count on the clones when you need them.
And down goes Aga 2. Nalle will now be facing off against Ganon. Back in the pyramid. This should be the most academic fight ever created on the face of the planet.
Yeah, you don't get much more geared than this.
We are armed to the teeth and teeth to the arms.
We are falling down into the Ganon fight at 2:08:40-ish. So we can use that as a timer to see just quite when PhaseBro gets there. Alright, with half magic and cape, we've got a lot of wiggle room here. There's practically no danger. And you can make yourself invincible at a moment's notice. The second phase, you're probably being the only dangerous part of the fight as long as you can avoid getting knocked off in the final phase, I guess. And with half magic, you have more than enough just to stay invincible the entire fight, or the entire phase right there. A little bit of annoying teleports there, but we get out of it. Yeah, that was a lot nicer. Alright, into phase 4. Just needs to land 4 silver arrows here. Gets 1 in. Gonna have to light the torches. Not gonna get the torch glitch, but it's probably not gonna matter at all.
This could be the triple. Oh. That'll do it, though.
Nothing to it.
And there you have it, Nalle finishing with an official time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 22 seconds. Congratulations to Nalle. Getting to 3 and 2. Making it through here alive. With those bracket hopes ready to go.
Of all the sync these two players had, the majority of this match, I think it's ridiculous that it came down to the Gan's Tower left right.
And we are now joined by the winner of today's race, Nalle.
Ooh,
How you doing?
Ah, that was a race.
It definitely was a race.
I've been thinking I've been behind for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say how long have you felt behind, but yeah.
Literally, like, he's gonna finish any minute now. Any minute.
So how panicked were you when you saw the fire rod?
Not very, actually. Thinking that we got mirrors so late, or it didn't really turn up when you usually do the southern route. It was one of those locations I forgot as well. I wasn't really that concerned, I guess.
Yep, your opponent got it roughly the same time you did.
Oh, lovely. What did worry me was that I forgot that I saw ice rod somewhere.
Oh wow, it took you a while to remember the ice rod?
I'm fairly certain I saw it. It was lying outside somewhere. Was it on the floating island? No. Lake Hylia? No. And then finally figured it out. But yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, you guys were very much in lockstep for a whole lot of this race. Basically, the only real variations came before Aghanim. There was a lot of variation. And then basically you guys just kind of followed each other all the way down to when you did Swamp. And you did Swamp first, he did Pyramid Fairy first.
Okay.
But then you swapped those. And then back into sort of lockstep, finding that cane, going to Meyer. Everything worked out that direction.
It felt like I always found stuff at the very last place I was looking for it. Pretty much, well, every time.
Yeah, basically.
It was like the item you found opened up one more location or one more dungeon, or
Then of course the major divergence that happened right toward the end. You went right, PhaseBro went left, and that basically made all the difference.
He was that close then.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was ahead by.
You guys entered within 20 seconds of each
Yeah,
other.
it was absolutely ridiculous how close it was going up to this point. And he's on Ganon now, just getting into phase 3.
Yeah, he found the silvers as well, I guess.
Sure did.
Yes.
I was somewhat relieved finding those. Yeah, okay, this let's just go. Hmm.
So I do have to ask about that escape sequence.
Yeah, I don't know. Something messed up. It went horribly wrong. I ran out of magic. I guess it's like nerves. First time being restreamed and all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no! PhaseBro takes a
Oh
fall.
no.
He had 3 arrows in Ganon. That is the
Oh.
worst.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah, up until this point, it was a very close race.
It's good. It seems like all my games so far have been like super close. The first one we had ended 32 seconds, or I lost it by 32 seconds. The second one was like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to be pretty much the same.
All right. I had something else I was going to ask about. Oh, do you have any idea what was going on with that fake flipper mess?
No, I don't. I mean, like, usually you can put up the bomb and you get blown into the wall at the exact pixel you're at, and that's it.
And then somehow you were jumping into the land? I don't understand.
Yeah, it kind of happens when you're one pixel off on that specific side. But I don't know how I ended up 1 pixel off. And several times in a row as well.
Yeah, that was a little strange from where I was sitting.
Never. I've experienced this while trying to set it up manually, but never ever whenever I've used the bombs.
So how surprised were you that Swamp was basically nothing?
Well, I'd been clearing pendant dungeons that were pretty much nothing. So, not very, actually. I was like, yeah, okay, it's another one of those.
Yeah, it happens.
I do enjoy Swamp, so I don't really mind.
You also had that little thing with Kiki.
Oh yeah,
Remember
that
that?
was also super weird.
We were hoping he was gonna stay there. Like after you get a replacement monkey, there'd just be 2 of them.
That would have been nice.
All right, so PhaseBro finally finishing Ganon with an official time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 7 seconds. Would have been much closer if not for that last second fall.
Uh-huh.
We'll see if we can get PhaseBro to join us as well.
Huh. Collection rate of 166. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it may have seemed pretty bad from the way it treated you, but a lot of things didn't end up being checked. I think PhaseBro is going to go ahead and pass on that. That is perfectly fine. No requirements to do that. He does offer a GG, though. All right. So, with that, we have a perfectly fine race wrapping up here. So congratulations once again. Going to move on to 3 and 2, still alive for that coveted bracket spot. Anybody you want to see next round?
Oh, sorry. I was zoning out for a moment reading the chat. What did you say?
I said, is there anybody you'd like to see next round?
paired up with.
Yeah. Anybody would like to not see next round?
Anyone good? I guess.
Well, they're all 3 and 2, so
Well-
it'd be kind of hard to dodge people who are good.
There is one guy, but he needs to win this round first.
You hear that guy? You better get up here.
Yeah. Name it by Mylinis. Yeah. You better win
Alright.
your race.
All right. Well, with that, I think we've got everything we need to hear. So thank you so much to both of our runners for putting on the show today, and of course, thank you to our tracker, Maximini, for keeping track of all the action on the screen, and of course to my co-commentator Mikon. Thank you so much for putting up with me.
Likewise, thank you, Dr. Bob. I had a lot of fun.
All right. And with that, I think we'll call this to a close. So I will just say that I have been Dr. Bobtastic.
Oh, and this is Mikon. That was probably like you were curing me, right? That's what was going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah,
Got it. Yo, we did it.
that's the general idea.
High fives later.
And and we'll see you guys later.
Carol.